I'm beginning to take up new habits that are helping me on my self-improvement journey. And as I do things, I like to teach you guys exactly what I'm doing so it can help you too. Number one thing that I'm starting, let's get right into this video, is I am feeling very unaccomplished at the end of my days. I've gotten to the point where I can record YouTube videos, shorts, I can work on my course a little bit, I can read, and I can do all these little things and tick them off at the end of the day. But now that I've got those under control, I'm setting more work for myself and I'm not achieving it. So one thing that I've started doing is, rather than staying up late at night working, which I still do, I'm not telling you I don't do the hard work even when I don't feel like it, because I do stay up and do the hard work. But rather than staying up and trying to finish all the work, I will set myself a task, finish that, and write down everything on a list, the things that I want to accomplish for the next day. This list is usually very harsh because I'm pissed off at myself for not completing the work. Now remember, I'm experimenting with a lot of these self-improvement things. Like, I'm reading a book and I'm writing every single time I finish reading. I read for like 40 minutes and then I write down things that, I set myself a challenge, write down 10 things that you just learned. Or like here in this book right here, I can even prove it to you. Alex Hormozi's book, I wrote down 10 things there and there. So this is how I'm going to get my brain to start working faster, more like a hypercomputer, because I'm jigging them. Have you guys ever done that where like you read a book, or maybe you're in class, everyone has this memory. You're in class and then you'll come back the next day and the teacher's like, what did you learn? And everyone's like, I don't know. Like, and then the one person will remember like 5% of the class or 10% of the class. That is because your brain is fucking fried. Because you spend all day scrolling on social media and loading your brain with new information. Well, that also happens when you're doing a lot of work. And on top of that, I am nowhere near perfect. I still scroll on my phone occasionally. But I've gotten to the point, like I said this a few months ago, I'll say it again now. I've gotten to the point where I'll notice in 5 minutes, like I'm fucking scrolling, wasting my time, and I fucking throw my phone away. Like, you know, I'm not perfect. And I'll tell you guys this straight up, I'm nowhere near perfect. I've so much room to improve and I can only go up from here because I've just got so much planned for my future that if something breaks down, it doesn't matter, I move on to the next one because I'm just so keen and motivated to start doing things. But anyways, back to the topic. The step was, you write down what you want to accomplish the next day, whether it's 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things, but you need to write them down in detail. So what I wrote down, let me find this in my book, was that I was pissed off and I wrote, bedtime goals for tomorrow. 1, make a nutrition plan. Now that is very vague because in my course, I need to make nutrition plans because I want to over deliver everything in this course. So rather than just writing, make a nutrition plan, I wrote down tabs under it because making a nutrition plan was the goal I wrote for myself. Whereas writing something more in depth, like build a guide to calculate daily calories. Boom. Now I know, okay, I need to do that. That's something I can exactly do. 2, make 5 meals with 650 calories each. Make 5 meals with 550 calories each. And I did 2 more 5 meals with so and so calories each. Now, how much more in depth is that than just writing, make a nutrition plan? The point of this is, you don't waste time dwelling, like laying in bed, rolling around, like I didn't finish this, I didn't finish that. Most of the time, not most of the time. I'll actually be honest with you guys because it's all of the time. I hate sleeping when I know I haven't accomplished enough because now I know if I go to sleep, I'm accepting that I'm a loser and I didn't put the hard work in. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are like that as well. But here's the thing. You get up, you do the work, because I'm not going to tell you to sleep when you can't sleep. Fucking go and do the work. You are so energized right now and there's no point tossing and turning. Do the fucking work. But what I also want to say to you guys is that do some work until you feel tired again. Keep working. And when you're on the verge of falling asleep, I want you guys to write a list of things that you felt like you didn't accomplish or that you under-delivered for tomorrow, for you to do the next day. This is going to significantly increase your productivity the next day, because now you know, I didn't finish that yesterday, I was a loser. Here's what I set for myself. If I don't listen to myself, I am a complete loser. Who doesn't have control over their minds? 95% of people don't have control over their minds. If you want to be above average and you want to succeed in life, if you want to be in the 5% bracket, the 5% bracket, that is a huge bracket, but if you want to be in the 5% bracket, you have to have somewhat a decent amount of control over your mind. Like I said, you don't dwell on your past failures, you work from them. So the whole point of this list is because I didn't accomplish shit. Like I did, like I said, I did my work, I worked on my course, I read my book, but I didn't do the work I set for myself on top of that. So that list is filled with my fuel and energy, my last little bit of fuel and energy to write that out before I fucking pass out on my bed from being so tired. That is my list for tomorrow. And if I don't listen to myself being pissed off, I'm just going to be in an endless cycle of being pissed off that I didn't do the work. So what can you do? The exact same thing. I feel like that's the best thing that you guys could do. Like this is I've only been doing this for literally one day, and I've noticed such a difference in my day's productivity that I just had to share this with you guys. I believe that every single person is capable of doing what they want to do in their life, and if you don't get on with your life and you don't get on with improving and you don't just start now, you're gonna fall behind. Because if you're not improving, you're staying in the same spot or you're regressing. That's the truth. Think about it. Oh, I'm not improving, but I'm doing all right. You're staying in the same spot while others are getting better, and inflation is still getting up. So if you're staying stagnant, you're literally regressing, because you're staying stagnant, people are improving, inflation's going up, and you're staying here. So you're gonna lose either way if you don't try. So might as well try now. That step is jam-packed with information, and one more tip for this step is that you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to write it in detail. So this whole video is based on this one step. Before you go to sleep and you feel like you haven't accomplished goals, stay up, work on your goals. I'm not going to tell you to just go to sleep, don't worry about it, because that's a bitch mindset. You need to another thing for mindset is working when other people don't work. Mike Tyson ran when he knew people were sleeping. He ran because he felt like, well, he's in his comfortable bed, I'm grinding, that's why I'm going to destroy him. You need to have that same mindset in this. While everyone's sleeping, you're working on something that is going to build you into a bigger person. And the crazy thing is that's built on the fuel of you not performing that day. So, like I said, you can only learn from your mistakes. There's no point dwelling on them. So, stay up, do the work, write the list, make sure you write it in detail and write it honestly. Because if you just write something like, train today, train what? You could just do a 5-minute gym session, write it in detail, and then even if you want at the bottom of the page, I've been also doing this, writing not on that page, but I do it on other stuff. I do it on notepads like these, and I'll write it for the next day. But I write my percentage of productivity, and I'm very harsh on myself. I know I'm getting more work done than 95% of people, and I write this shit 40% productivity, you did shit today. If you want this mentality, click the link in my description to increase your testosterone naturally, and you will naturally become more competitive because that is a masculine trait. So click the link in the description. It's completely free, and all you get is 2 free PDF documents that will teach you everything you need to know about testosterone and foods that are reducing or increasing your testosterone. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.